bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
The batter, the designated hitter,
David Atkinson will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
All right, one time.
Trying to hold the lead. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Silva on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. One run is scored. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, he'd been able to get that pitch by him earlier in the game. Not this time. He's all over it here, and he's going to bring home a couple on the two-run double.
Ozzie Guerrero digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Four runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
For a young pitcher out there, he's certainly going to have the butterflies working. I mean, it's probably going to take him a batter or two to really settle in out there and get comfortable. But he won't ever get too comfortable out there if he keeps walking guys.
Vernon Caruso will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours. Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive it, huh? Pick one out.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Rizzo makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
Well, this is a situation where he's betting that the throw goes to the plate, so he thinks he can sneak on over to third base. Instead, they smartly go after the trail runner here, so this becomes a sacrifice fly, but also a double play.
David Atkinson steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
All right, your turn and have a look.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly.
Ozzie Guerrero will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
the right fielder, number 18, Vernon Caruso.
Vernon Caruso steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
takes this the other way to right. Washington has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. Toronto leads this one. Striding in to start the 9th, David Atkinson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay, and he is in there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
Well, he certainly is not proving to be a singles hitter up there. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the ballgame. And this one, a triple. He's been a real thorn in their side all throughout.
So coming to the plate, Ozzie Guerrero. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Your turn, kid. Here we go.
A runner in scoring position with none out. A swinging bunt to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Vernon Caruso stands in now, looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck.
Yeah, Matt, he's just got to focus here on getting a good pitch to hit or finding some other way to just keep this line moving.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Drilled on the ground to short. Chavez is up with it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
Definitely an acceptable trade-off from a defensive point of view. You do let him get 1 run closer, but now with 2 away, all you need is 1 more out to finish this thing off.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 9-7. Good night from Toronto.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes.
Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Alex Torres, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, it's something to watch for when runners get on. How does he fare? He hasn't had a lot of success. It seems like when he's pitching out of the stretch, hitters seem to get to him.
Sam Lopez will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games.
All right, come on now.
Two and two count. Here it comes. There goes the runner to short.
Turn it.
And that's through for a hit.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
And ideally on this play,
Batting
you'd
fourth,
like to think you could
right
make it up to third, but
Stephen
no sense
Washington.
risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey.
Stephen Washington steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score. Opportunity right now.
One there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
David Atkinson will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin playing.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. Now, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down.
He's in there.
And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Yeah, and I don't know if their wires got crossed up there or what, but this is going to go as a pass ball as it moves the runner up to third now with just 1 out.
Here's the 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit hard to short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
Alfonso Gomes will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do you know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
David Atkinson is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Washington sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Clearly just an absolute terror at the dish. A hitting machine if I ever saw one.
At the plate, Ozzie Guerrero. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Runners on the move for second. Swinging a soft liner,
Find the ball.
and he's set down 1 away.
The right fielder, number 18.
Vernon Caruso is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
They see it and drive it.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Find the ball.
Rizzolo will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Chad Lang stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Hey, I need you right here.
Strikes, and now the 0-2. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 outs anyway. But heck, if you think you can make it, who am I to argue?
A man on third with 2 down.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Travis Royer will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Let's turn it now. Come on now.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
The left fielder, number.
David Atkinson will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Hey, one time right now.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, left fielder.
And this just has highlight reel written all over it. Look at the dive to get to this thing, and then he doesn't even bother getting up. Just flip it from his belly and get the double play started.
Pedro Chavez will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Sam.
Adrian Salgado comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bounce to first. Atkinson gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
David Atkinson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Atkinson.
Hey, clutch up right now for us, kid.
Runners off for second. Out in front of it, strike 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. Adrian Salgado struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Underhanded flip, and he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Stepping in, David Atkinson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
David Atkinson.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there, kid.
And the ball 1-0. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. That's inside. 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
No one better. Clutch up right now, babe.
Skied into straightaway right. Washington has a read on it. 1 away.
Yeah, we got one
Pedro
here.
Chavez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Grounded to third. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
First baseman number 17, Sam Lopez.
1 out now.
Alfonso Gomes stands in here trying to get off the schneid. He's 0 for 5 so far.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for him, but he's got to let it go. You know, 1 for 6 is, what, 167 points better than an 0 for 6. And I'm not even sure how he did that math so fast.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
0 for 5? Say hello to 1 for 6. Talk about a much-needed base hit. Now he can sleep tonight.
At the plate, Miguel Silva. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Scooped up. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Pedro Chavez stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. He's running towards second. Grounded up the first baseline. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, if this was a straight hit and run, this is not really a high percentage play with 2 outs. But it's going to work out perfectly as he finds a hole. That'll put runners on the corners.
Leading off the inning, David Atkinson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 6-2. So long from Toronto.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 6 runs, 17 hits, 1 error. They left 21 men on base.
A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the show is next. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, we know these guys can swing the bat. They're in the top third in the league in average. So they just need to keep stringing hits together, get a lead, and then keep it. And if you do that, you know you're going to be successful.
David Caballero is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing it.
David Atkinson will get his first opportunity now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Good curveball, strike 2. Now these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. David Atkinson digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Hey, have a rip.
Driven out to deep left center field. Silva going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is into scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double. So they'll try to make something of this 4th inning after all as he's into second with a 2-out double. And as we call upon the Toronto leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd on the team in that department.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he...
Now to the plate, Ozzie Guerrero, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties. So
0-1. Runner's on his way to third. Hard liner to center field. Silva will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. In now, Pedro Chavez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact.
David Atkinson steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And you talk about a tale of 2 starts. He gave up 6 runs the last time he took the mound. Here, nothing. He's been in total control here.
David Atkinson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to third. He's got it. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Blue Jays 1. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 10-2. So long from Toronto.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox: 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.